Right, now I'm gonna open up about this second swag ass story. Now, we all know those kitchen chaos situations, don't we? Okay, well, I'm about to tell you about one of my swag balloon boy ones. So we were at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and it was not Pizza Tuesday, it was Pancake Tuesday. We also have a celebration called Pizza Tuesday and Freddy Fazbear's, that's why I got it mixed up, where we chug pizza. Toy Freddy's always number one, though, so it's pretty unfair, because it's always predictable. Anyways, I'm going to tell you about the swag story. So I was at the kitchen and I was going to make myself some good old tasty fucking pancakes, you know, and I didn't know how to make them. So I asked for some advice and Bonnie helped me with it the whole way through, so it turned out pretty good. But around the end, whenever I was fizzling them up in the pan, things got a bit crazy because I was flipping them in the air and it accidentally fell on the floor and got super stinky. Because somebody had dropped some stinking dirt on the ground and I didn't know who it was. There was loads of tables lined up there in the room and there was a lot of stuff. There was like a lot of other equipment on there. So I went and switched pizzas with someone else. But then Toy Bonnie saw me and snitched on me and Freddy tried to chase me. So I went to the cupboards and I was picking out loads of chocolate and I started a food fight. I was picking up chocolate and picking up bars and picking up crisps and picking up yogurts and picking up ham and picking up noodles and I was throwing them all over the room. It was really insane. Toy Freddy got involved immediately, but Toy Freddy couldn't fight with the food because he had to put it all in his mouth and started burping and pitting out all the waste through his ass. And yeah, it got really chaotic. But then after Freddy blown the iconic kind of "you better listen to me, you little shit" kind of whistle, you know, where whenever you blow that whistle, you know there's fucking business. So we all kind of went silent. The room was stinking. So I thought that I'd start over and make myself a new pancake, but Freddy came over to me with a whip and said, "You aren't getting any food." It was such a devastating disaster line, so I said, "Shut the fuck up." And Freddy got so mad and chased me around the room. So the tables were all squished together, so I had to do an epic slide under the table. But when I did, I accidentally rolled on some disgusting mixture stuff. I didn't know what it was, but there was fucking sugar all over my shoes, and it was so stinking. But meanwhile, through the table, I peeked out and put my hand up whenever I was leaving under the table, and I picked up someone else's pancake and I put it in my mouth, and Freddy got more aggressive and his eyes turned red, so I didn't know what to do. Nobody seemed to be in my comfort zone, and nobody really seemed to have my support. I was bombarded. I was in fear of what was going to happen. But then later on in the night, when no one was there, I went there peacefully and I remade myself a pancake. But then I accidentally turned it black. I accidentally turned the pancake black because I didn't know what I was doing, and I turned it on so high, and I thought I would try to cool it out, but I tried to get water, but I accidentally poured it on the stove, and it started getting insane. The water was all bubbly, and it was all blowing up into the sky. And then all of a sudden, I looked on the roof, and there was an old man on the roof somehow. He was stuck to the roof, and he was using pancakes as little things you used to stick to the wall, those wee plunger thingies. He was like sticking to the wall with them, and he was watching me, and he was spitting out like this. He was puking all over my pancakes. So I thought I would do an epic prank to make this a more epic and swag Pancake Tuesday. So I went and I got a bowl and I put the puke black pancake on it, and I done a prank. So I made it into a pancake burger, and I put a top one on top of it and put some toppings, and I went over to Toy Freddy and he fell for it immediately, and he picked it, and then he just put his head clean onto the plate and spied it and bit it, and then he had a weird, like, you know, those kind of rumbling noises. Yeah, he had one of them. And Toy Freddy was going insane because he had just eaten a stinking old burger with his vomit in it. And turns out this old man was some sort of crazy, like, kind of psycho-scientist. And it turned Toy Freddy fucking crazy. Toy Freddy was going mad. He was thumping stuff and breaking windows and jumping out. Toy Freddy even jumped out a window, went to the door and said, "I need pancake," and ran into a stranger's house and stole pancake recipes. And then after that, Freddy came in immediately and kidnapped Toy Freddy and brought him to the security office, and he had to, like, I don't know, probably do shit. Like, he probably had to work and everything. And then the next day, Freddy had found out about my prank, and I was doomed. Oh, I wish I could just call Ennard, but I couldn't. I just wish I had the opportunity to get Ennard to help out like a swag lad. but I was stuck. I had nothing to do. I had to confess. When we got to the room, I had to do so much chores, and for no reward. I had to do so many motherfucking chores. It was horrible. So the next Pancake Tuesday, I'm gonna make it actually pretty good, and I'm gonna actually try and make pancakes and not burn it and not cause any trouble. I will see you in the third story, which will be about a birthday party I once attended.